We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair, but that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humbled are more at play than pontification, but don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.
Good evening and welcome into the Rail Yard. Ted Keevan here along with the Coach Chad Brenna for tonight's matchup featuring the 14-6 Bombers from Barnum High School and our very own Proctor Rails. How you doing tonight?
What up,
What
Ted?
up? What's happening? What's going on? And
We're in a gym.
how you been?
We're in a gym.
We are at gym on a beautiful day though, as we got basketball here tonight. We got a full week of basketball, so all I could say is buckle up.
Yeah, we got 4 games.
We got to buckle up. We are here tonight. We also have school board meeting going on tonight. Spencer Maida and Nani Allen over there running that broadcast. Thank you to them. Then it'll be Tim Roder on the call and myself over at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center for tomorrow night's boys hockey game versus Moose Lake Willow River. Hacky. And then we also have girls basketball coming up on Thursday.
Greenway.
With Greenway here at the Rail Yard. And then we have a doubleheader on Friday, 5:45. The girls will tip off against Pequot Lakes. And then the boys will face off with Hinckley Finlandson. That is correct.
That girls game on Friday is going to be a slugfest. This is fighting for a top
That's
2
a section.
seeds.
Yep, that's a section get
This
matchup.
is a
Yep.
big game.
Yeah, that should be a great one for us. Want to quickly get through our sponsors before we got to turn it over to in-house PA Mark Fleischer. I want to thank the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic Art and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies up on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Doors, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, Stream Dudes for all your streaming needs, streamdudes.com. Great Lakes Office Solutions, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy's Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, Audiology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville, and our in-game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop. Want to make sure that we give them lots of love as they are our in-game sponsor, and they will be sponsoring our Proctor Pizza Player of the Game for the Proctor side, as that individual will win a 12-inch one-topping pizza courtesy of Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop. Stay with us, though, fans, those of you that are tuning in from Barnum, as we will also have a player of the game from Barnum as well at the end of the game. So make sure you stay with us as we go through that. And, what are we looking at tonight?
Well, first, Ted, let's get this out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Friday the 17th.
This coming Friday.
Doubleheader
Friday.
Doubleheader Friday. You and I are going to be here. Everybody at the pizza shop is going to be busting tail because that is the first night of our Proctor Pizza fundraiser for Rails TV. So Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, for every baked pizza that we sell, Rails TV is getting $2.
I like that idea.
Well, we want to be supporters of Rails TV, and we are, but we want to make it better. We want to help you get to where you need to go on your field trips.
Well, I want to know this for those, because I appreciate everybody at the shop when you're not there and then Eric's not there. And I know Nikki puts in wow hours over there along with Owen and Sam and everybody else, right? But my question is, are you going to get those TVs up so they can watch that doubleheader? on Friday the 17th.
You know what, Ted? I'm putting them up tomorrow now.
There you have it.
Thank you for the pressure.
Absolutely. Get that done so that while they're working and busting their butts, that they're able to watch this game and hear us act like fools.
Well, I think Nikki, well, they watch us all the time.
Well, right.
I think they were going to try and come to the game tonight.
That would be awesome if they're able to get here. And in a moment here, after we get our recording done, we're going to turn it over to Mark, what we call Fleisch, for our in-house.
We got a big dog in the building tonight.
We do. Oh, he's always in the house some way or another. As the Proctor cheer team, let's get some in-house sound going on here. The one suggestion I got, even though we had it up earlier, I think we changed some settings, is that got that suggestion of having more crowd noise, more squeak squeak, more bounce ball, and so got that in-house ambiance mic. We'll try to make sure we can hear that. If I remember, we turned it down that last game because of the band. Yeah. It was so loud that we couldn't hear each other. So big matchup here as Barnum comes knocking, and here in a moment we're going to turn it over to Fleisch for our in-house PA. He'll give us our anthem, our creed, and our starting lineups for both teams. And at this time, we'll now turn it over to Mark Fleischer.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Proctor High School. Before we get underway and get tonight's starting lineups, we ask that you all rise if you are able and remove your hats as we show respect to the men and women who have given their lives in preserving in this freedom and throughout the world. With tonight, our national anthem. Once again, welcome to Proctor High School and Proctor Public Schools for tonight's Minnesota State High School League basketball game that features the Bombers from Barnum against your Proctor Rails. Let's start off by meeting the starters for the Bombers from Barnum. Starting at number 2, junior Carlos Beckstrand. Senior, number 5, Brady Coughlin. Junior, number 13, Hayden Charbonneau. Senior, number 15, Lane Wickstrom. And sophomore, number 35, Bryce Ferguson. The head coach of the Bombers is Rich Newman. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Proctor Rails. Starting at a guard, a senior wearing number 2, Carter St. Germain. At a forward wearing number 4, sophomore Josh Sinnott. At a shooting forward position, junior number 5, Dane Oman. At a shooting guard position, senior number 13, Wes Theory. And starting at a shooting forward, junior number 20, Sam Nyland. Your assistant coaches are Jared Pottersay, Brody Eldine, and Derek Solers. Your Rails head coach is Cole Lipinski.
So there are your starting lineups. First for the Bombers, Carlos Brexton, Brady Coughlin, Hayden Charbonneau, Lane Wickstrom, and number 35, Bryce Ferguson. For the Rails, St. Germain, Sinnott, Oman, Theory, and Nyland. I like the fact that coach is staying with Sam Nyland as he's worked his way into that starting lineup and getting those minutes.
And he's given this team solid minutes the last couple of games. You know, he's a high rev kid. The motor's always running. You know, the last game we did against Hermantown, you know, it was not a close game, and Sam was still 100 miles an hour up and down the floor.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what everybody on the floor needs to be tonight too. This is a tough Barnum team.
Well, Barnum is one of those teams, kind of like a Two Harbors and stuff, which we're going to see here in about a week, that are exactly like we are. Small benches, lunchbox kids. Yep. They're coming to work, and there's a reason why they do get the wins that they do, and that's because they're not taking a minute off.
Nope, not at all. I mean, every year that we've done this, every time, Brandon Newman's in the gym, I'm always like, there's royalty in the gym, and that's the truth. Because that's the epitome of a lunchbox basketball player is Brandon Newman.
Gotcha.
You've seen it when he was in high school at Barnum, and I enjoyed watching him play at St. Scholastic because there is not a basketball player on this planet that's tougher than Brandon Newman when he was playing basketball.
Gotcha.
He showed up, he laced him up, he closed the lunchbox up, and he got after it.
Gotcha. Sorry about that. Just tricking some camera stuff, and the Bombers will come back the other way as we've had a couple turnovers both ways. Now down in the corner, Ferguson, but with Theory, goes up top to Beckstrand. Beckstrand now going to drive in the paint, try to take a step, try to get it up, and he'll get the first 2 on the board for the game.
Slow pace tonight for the Rails to start her out, Ted.
Yeah, they are not pushing like they have in the past. Talking with Coach Lipinski, he talked about how they've kind of, worked on trying to be able to set the other team's tempo and try to fit what they want instead of what the other team wants to do. Yep. But as you can see on another turnover, here come the Bombers down in the corner. Charbonneau for 3, can't get it to fall. Down with the board is Oman. Oman now into the offensive side, going to keep running. And that's going to be a defensive charge.
That'd be a block, Ted.
Or a block, sorry, my bad. Why you got to yell at me like that?
I'm sorry. You made the call.
That is true. So Wickstrom will get the game's first, his first team first.
Oh, Josh. There you go.
And on the board for the Rails is Josh Sinnott.
Rails applying a little pressure. Nice. We like that. Pinch it.
Far side, Coughlin. So Coughlin off to Beckstrand. Far side, I'll give to Wickstrom. Pushing this one to Charbonneau for 3. Can't get that to fall. Down with it is Theory. Theory pushes it to St. Germain. Long pass to Nyland, and then off to Sinnott, because I can put my words together fast. Ooh. I think Beckstrand took that one to a unhappy spot.
Yeah, he got hit hard, Ted.
He did.
But this is what Proctor needs to do. Josh needs to be involved right away at the start of the game. Getting comfortable with the ball in his hands, putting the ball on the floor and going to the rack, which is exactly what he did. Draws a foul. Now we're shooting free throws.
So Beckstrand actually drew that, or gave that foul. That's his first, team's second, and Sinnott hits the first of 2. Misses that second, and going to be picked up off the bounce by Wickstrom. Here come the Bombers. Charbonneau gives off. Wickstrom moves top of the key. Now moves down, starts to move to the left. That was Charbonneau. Charbonneau looking for somewhere to go. Now gives it off to Ferguson.
I'm thinking Sam was thinking for a flush there, huh?
Yeah. Charbonneau still can't get a ball to drop, and down with it is Sinnott. Sinnott moves into the offensive side from coast to coast. Now gives off to St. Germain. Ullman. Dane Ullman now looking for somewhere to go. This is Theory. Ullman, deep push to St. Germain. St. Germain looks inside. Sinnott bounces, pushes. Can't get it to fall, gets his own board. Now looking for somewhere. He's got 3 jerseys on just too hard off that glass. He was a little deeper than he probably wanted to be there.
Yeah, and 1-on-4 there too. I mean,
yeah, it's a tough contest.
That's a tough spot because there's no way he can kick it back out. You know, he kind of committed. Go up with it strong and do what you did and hope for the best. That was
Wickstrom for 3. Can't get that to fall. Running in and getting that board is Sinnott. Sinnott leaving is
nice pass, Dane.
Nice bounce pass. Just not able to handle it was Nyland.
I don't think he was expecting it.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. Wickstrom.
I mean, talk about thread the needle. That was a tight needle hole. You know, back to Josh Sinnott. I mean, he's got 5 rebounds already, Ted.
Got it.
4 minutes into the game.
This one inside Theory. Theory, nice bounce pass to Nyland. Nyland up off the glass and gets that to fall. Almost said glass because I thought it was going to get there.
Did they have somebody come in and look at that rim? Because we're getting the ball to drop through it here in the first half.
We did an exorcism.
Dane, why would you do that?
So Ullman's going to be called for his first teams first. Checking in for the Bombers, number 21, Ryan Manahan.
That's a fun name to say, too, Manahan.
Manahan into the game for his first action. He'll give Ferguson his break. Wickstrom. Wickstrom gives that off to Manahan. Manahan inside to Charbonneau. Charbonneau can't go up. Oh, foul going to be called on Nyland. I'm not sure about that, as it looked like he had all ball from here.
It looked like it, yes, it did.
But again, we talk about easier to officiate from up here than it is down there.
Well, you know, usually when you and I officiate from up here, we do a pretty good job.
I won't disagree with you, but you know. And Charbonneau finally on the board here, as he has been trying with all kinds of shots from layups to threes, and is now on the board. And misses that second one. Down with the board, here come the Rails. Nyland moves from left to right, gives it off to Sinnott. Sinnott, nice lob pass inside to Nyland, nowhere to go with it, pushes it back outside.
One more.
Sinnott moves to his right. Ullman. Crossover move. Nyland behind the back, pushes it back out to St. Germain. So the Rails setting their tempo of what's going to happen here. Nyland, or pardon me, that is not Nyland. That was Theory on the miss. I don't know why I said Nyland.
Yeah, Sam's a little taller.
Gives off to Wickstrom. Wickstrom for 3, can't get that to fall, and down with it is Theory. That's going to roll out of bounds off the hands of Nyland. And getting ready to come in for the Rails, number 33, James Piero. He's going to give Sam Nyland a break. And on the other side, it's going to be Ferguson coming back in and Charbonneau taking a break. This is Wickstrom down into the corner. Now into the feed. Ferguson can't get that to go as Sinnott stands straight up and denied Ferguson on that shot. Piero drives, gives it off to St. Germain. St. Germain looking for somewhere to go. Now back up top to Piero.
James looked like he wanted to pull the trigger on that.
He did. He looked a little Johnish there. There it is.
Bingo.
And he hits it. Bingo, bango, bongo. And on the board is James Piero. Personally, he could have got called for a travel there. And if you disagree with me, you're wrong. Because he stopped the dribble and lifted that foot and came together.
See, we did a good job of making a call there.
Yes. So 8-5 here in the early goings of the first half. inside. That's a nice pass from. That was a nice pass from Theory to Sinnott.
It's good to see Josh this involved so early in the game.
He is Dane Oman trying out for kicker for next year's football team. I think he just called his own kick no good.
Yeah.
Not sure exactly what that was, but here comes that was Beckstrand for 2.
He's quick.
Getting ready to come back in is Charbonneau. And if I'm mispronouncing that to the fans in Barnum, I apologize. Piero, bingo, bongo. So Piero's first 2 shot attempts are 3s, and he hits them both. Beckstrom, nowhere to go. Now going to dish it off. And ahead. Oh, Coughlin getting in the action. Wickstrom now moves it back. This is Coughlin. Coughlin moves Zach up to Wickstrom. Beckstrand drives into the paint. Tried for a bounce pass to Ferguson, but unable to get it there. And it goes out of bounds, and another turnover, and it'll stay and go with the Rails.
Charbonneau back in for Coughlin. I got you, Ted.
Want to make sure we thank our students we have working with us tonight. Our director producer, Haley McDonald. It's good to have her running our system. Miss Reagan Pazak on camera. And our scoreboard technical duty is Nikki Olson. Thank you to that. So, sit it for 2. So, thank you to our students. Thank you to Spencer Maida and Nani Allen over at the St. Luke Sports and Events Center as Ferguson gets on the board for 2 as they are running our school board meeting over there.
That is probably just as much fun as this is, huh?
No.
No?
Nick Breed getting ready to come in for the Rails.
Hit it.
Bingo for 3. And right now, he's got Yahtzee with 3 of a kind.
That's it's good that James is in his groove already. You know, we've seen games where sometimes we don't see these guys hit their groove to the second half. Josh is already in his groove. James is already in his groove. Let's get everybody else dialed in here and let's make a run here.
Backstrand going to take it, pushes it outside. This is Charbonneau for 3.
Bingo. Look at Wesley.
Ooh. Even St. Germain all by himself for 3. Can't get that to fall off the back iron. And Sinnott tried to get up there, but Charbonneau had it on the outside. And into the offensive zone come the Bombers. Charbonneau for 3. Can't get that to fall. Send it down with the board, and here he goes. He's on his horse. They do not have numbers, but Barnum does, and that's going to show as 4 jerseys collapsed on Sinnott.
He just lost the handle on that. That's a good call.
Beckstrand going to draw the foul.
That's a good call. Good call. That's a good call. Josh was riding him. That's a good call.
You're trying to talk me into it, or?
No, I'm just saying that's a good call.
All right. So Beckstrand hit the first, and he did hit the first, as I just started to say. So Maz and Breed into the game for the Rails as St. Germain and Theory will take a break. And hits the second is Beckstrand.
Hey, Ted, you know that we got a mascot? He's sitting across the gym from us. Mr. Hennessy has agreed to don a pizza costume for us for parades and promotional stuff.
I would have done that for you.
Well, I took him to Sammy Hagar.
I just would have had free pizza.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to go out there on a limb or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, we can have more than one mascot.
No, I can't now.
Why?
Because like Crunch or Victor, I got to be the only one. That pass intended by Omen, intercepted by the Bombers, and coming up the court, this is Coughlin. Coughlin gives it off to Charbonneau. Coughlin down into the corner to Ferguson. Bounce pass now good, and here come the Rails as coach is yelling for him to get on that horse. It was a little more than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Far corner, Coughlin takes a step, drives the baseline, nowhere to go. Now push it back outside. Wickstrom for three, and he hits it.
Yeah, this is not the pace that Proctor wants to play at.
So
just like that, 9's down to 2.
Yeah, yeah, that was it was there, and now we're taking it out. So we're going to take a quick commercial, and we'll hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
Renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
So back here at the rail yard, 18-17 Rails lead coming out of the timeout. And Sennett tried to put that one up and unable to get it, and down with it was Wickstrom on the rebound. Ferguson, Wickstrom now going to push it back upside. Charbonneau for three, and that was a clean three.
Put the scoreboard back up.
So Breed now moves it in to Maz. Maz gives off to Pirro. Pirro for three. Is he still in the zone off the back end? I think he's got to stay on the sides. Sinnott. Finally going to get a foul call.
That was just a whole lot of yuck right there.
That's going to go on Bextra and Carlos. That's his second. Team's third.
Sinnott's out there frog jumping. And That's
Well,
funny, Ted. I'm sorry.
Better a frog jump than a tadpole jump.
Yeah, that whole thing was just yuck.
And Sinnott hits the first. So Sinnott 2 of 3 from the line at this moment. Looking to go 75% here. And he does.
Oh, kick Butowski.
Drew Grahowski into the game. He's going to jump in here for Maz. Try to get a little more muscles, all I can think of.
Kick Butowski.
Here comes Wickstrom. Down in the corner, Charbonneau. Bingo.
Yeah, not the guy we want to leave open in the corner.
So Hayden Charbonneau started out slow for the Bombers, but has now come on and hit his last three attempts. Turnover on the rails, and here come the Barnum Bombers. Backstrom to the top. This is Wickstrom. Backstrom now going to roll to the top of the key. This is Charbonneau. Oh, nice give. Unable to fall, and I thought he was going to get that back in. That was a heck of a little give there.
Yeah.
St. Germain back in for Nick Breed, and also coming back in for the Bombers is Manahan. Taking the seat is going to be Carlos Beckstrand.
And he's got 2.
He's got a what?
He's got 2 fouls.
Yes.
Give him a rest for a couple minutes. Hit it.
Push back out, send it for a big
Bingo.
three. Bingo, bango, bongo. And Sinnott is now hit for the cycle.
Yeah? All we need out of him now is a dunk. That was a dirty move right there. That was nice. I wish that would have dropped for him because that was a nice move.
Wickstrom tried. Foul going to be called. That's a frustration foul.
Yep. I get it.
That's going to be his fit or his.
Coach Newman's just standing there shaking his head because he knows it too. He's not going to say anything because everybody knows it.
Yeah, that's his second, team's 5th. Timeout going to be taken by the Rails. Seeing how long this is 30. We're going to stay here. We'll talk a little bit about our sponsors and talk about our upcoming calendar. We want to make sure we thank the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic Art and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Bowling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies up on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Woodis Trailer Sales and Esco, Stream Dudes for all your streaming needs, streamdudes.com, Great Lakes Office Solutions, the Robin Barb-Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Audiology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville, and our end game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop, Main Street, Proctor. Want to make sure we thank them and all of our sponsors for everything that they do to allow us to bring our broadcast to you.
Absolutely. Thank you to the sponsors.
Absolutely.
I talked to Josh Wittes the other day.
I heard that. I heard that. I heard it was one of our typical conversations. Let's just go that route.
Will you quit telling people to call me and tell me I owe them lunch? It's like, well Josh, come on. Just buy him lunch.
Buy him lunch.
Come to Proctor Pizza.
Absolutely. Elman for 3. Ooh. Can't get that to fall, but right there's Piero. A little jumper, just a little short. Ullman came in, had to hold off as he almost got Wickstrom, and that would have been his second.
Ooh, that was close. He didn't cross. That was close. 1 over.
Manaheim now pushes this off. That was Coughlin. Can't get it to fall.
Kick Butowski.
Grahowski.
Do you know what's funny, Ted? Is Saturday when before we opened the pizza shop, I was at home, just laying on the couch watching TV, and I had the Disney Channel on. Guess what was on? There was a Kick Butowski marathon.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness.
We need Gunther in the game now.
Yes, we do. I talked with him the other day.
Nope, that's Linham.
He said he went home and watched the game and laughed at us talking about how he was taking kept trying to take the big man out.
Yeah.
And how we were begging from up here for Cole to let the big man stay.
Yeah.
Piero, Sinnott looking, now back to Piero.
There you go. You got to look. Oh, as you're looking, and he's working hard in there. At least take a look. And he did, and we got called for foul. Unfortunately, the wrong guy took a look in. The official took a look in. You broke your lead on your pencil. It's been that kind of day for you, hasn't it, Ted?
Yes, I got to try to make that last till halftime. Getting ready to come into the game, Thatcher and Nelson for the Bombers. All tied up here, 23 apiece. Backstrand, sorry. Coughlin for 3, and kind of, but not really. So that's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be turnover. And again, coming into the game for the Bombers, number 25, Thatcher Nelson.
In for Ferguson.
Hopefully that the crowd noise is a little better. If you're watching and you can hear the crowd noise better, please let us know. Shoot me a text.
Do you want me to text you?
No, because you're not at home watching.
I can hear the shoes squeaking.
In our mics, I just want to make sure they can. Logan Linneman, I can never say that the first time. Linneman into the game for the Rails. Nyland also back into the game.
Hit it.
Linneman, St. Germain, Nyland, Grohowski, and Sinnott in the game. That's going to go off the hands of Coughlin, and it'll stay with the Rails.
Boy, him and Sinnott are battling in there.
They are. He's giving away some height, but body-wise, they are both pretty the same. Nice pass
that
there.
Nice.
And St. Germain on the board. You see how I'm writing with this pencil?
We need to remember to grab a spare.
I usually have one. I think they're down on the cart.
That's a good spot for him, isn't it? Beckstrom hands off to Charbonneau. Sinnott with the rebound. There you go.
Sinnott now on the board, now into the offense zone. Grohowski tries to go up, and he's going to get fouled by Beckstrand.
Wait for it, Ted. Kick Butowski. Going to shoot some free throws.
Is that on for? No foul called.
Oh, wow, I thought they called a foul.
No, I did too. Grohowski out of the game.
Must have called that a jump, huh?
Must have. Grohowski out of the game. St. Germain back in the game. Beckstrand's pass tossed down below was intended for Manahan. No good. Now all by himself, William Theory. Wesley Theory. I do that once a game. He'll yell at me later. Sorry, Wesley. I had his brother for 3 years.
William's a great kid too.
Oh, absolutely great kid. But I had him for 3 years, and I've had Wesley for 2. So I had no excuses. Wesley, I'm just, no excuses. I suck.
No, you don't. Because now that you've done it, I'm going to call Carter Connor.
Or
I'm going to call
James
John. And probably Jacob.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yep.
All right. Nyland, inside the Nyland from St. Germain, nowhere to go, and that's going to go off the hands of Beckstrand.
Hey, Ted, I think we're running down 6.
I think we are running down 6. I think you're right. Can't get that. The fall was Sinnott. Down with the board are the Bombers. Wickstrand into the offensive side of the floor. Ready to come back in is Charbonneau. Nelson for 2.
Great patience on that play there.
St. Germain off to Nyland. Nyland now drives the baseline. Looks where to go. Takes a step and got hit. That's going to go out. Going to say it went off of Sinnott. And it'll go the way of the Bombers. Ferguson and Charbonneau checking back in, and taking a seat is going to be Nelson and Manahan. Taking a seat on the other side is Linham. As back into the game is Dane Oman. Oman, the track start, nice interception by Nyland. Nyland looking, going to take it coast to coast for 2.
Ooh,
Almost. Nice efforts again by Nyland, shoving that one out of bounds on that long pass, but it'll stay with the Bombers.
Rails got a little giddy up going on here now, Ted.
Gonna take their horse.
Yeah, they're giddying up.
Giddy up. Wickstrom to inbound. This is Charbonneau. Backstrom. Charbonneau. Wickstrom. Charbonneau. Beckstrand. Now going to drive, try to get in there, and was able to recover. Charbonneau for 3.
Bingo.
And he hits it. So Charbonneau puts the Bombers within 1 here at less than a minute left, first half.
Euro step.
Oman just can't get a bucket to fall.
Nobody's playing hard.
And in the corner, that shot was taken by Coughlin, unable to get it to fall. Here comes Theory. Theory able to keep the dribble. Now going to drive, takes that step. That would have been nice if it would have fallen, but that was a nice try. Backstrand. And Wickstrom for 2 to take the lead, their first lead of the game. 10 seconds left, clock ticking.
That was deep.
And he hit it! Bingo! Theory puts the Rails up by 2, going in a half with a deep Travis Carlson type of 3. And wow, that was a heck of a shot. Good patience on the passing.
Yep.
As you can hear the crowd counting down. I didn't honestly think we were going to get a shot off.
I didn't either.
But Theory able to get that shot, turn and fire. And wow, the Rails up 2 going here into halftime.
Yeah. Wow.
You got nothing to say. For the first time, you are speechless.
I got nothing right now.
All right, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to hear from all of our sponsors. We'll come back out of halftime with stats and start talking about and figuring out who our players of the game are going to be. So we'll be back right after this.
Hi, I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittis Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heineken snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that we might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
Brilliance. I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
a good mechanic.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend. Problem gone.
Thank you.
Our renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heineken snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that we might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. But again, that's something that we will figure out. We'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
Hi, I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. What we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, USDA versus, FHA, different types of things that way. Sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that we might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. But again, that's something that we will figure out. We'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good mechanic.
And I kept searching. And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine. Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
So back here at the rail yard coming out of halftime, the Rails lead 32-30 as Wesley Theory hits a buzzer beater 3 to take the Rails up by 2. The Rails have the possession arrow and will start the second half here. So Sinnott, Theory, Nyland, Oman, and St. Germain on the floor for the Rails. Coughlin, Charbonneau, I gotta see, Coughlin, Charbonneau, Wickstrom, Beckstrand, and who am I missing? Ferguson on the floor for the Bombers. Nothing's up. Stats-wise, it's the Charbonneau Senate show.
Yep.
With 12 and 13, respectively.
Josh had to be close to a double-double in the first half. I know we don't keep stats of rebounds down there at the table, but
I'm sure somebody does. I mean, I could have checked in with the coaches and to check in on that. You know, if we had a direct link, it would make our lives a little easier. Stop. Beckstrom going to get a I thought he was too.
I thought they were going to call a fall on Sinnott there. So hey, the Bear Hat's back.
The Bear Hat is back. He was just at the concession stand. Got to pet it.
Did you see the movie that's coming out at the end of the month?
Don't even bring up Cocaine Bear. I don't want to hear Cocaine Bear because that is just the most ridiculous.
It's based on a true story.
No. It's based on the fact that it ate cocaine and none of the rest is real. It died.
Oh,
none of the rest is real.
It didn't go.
No.
Okay.
It's if it didn't die.
No, we're not playing if it didn't die. I got a student here going, well, what if it didn't die? Well, what if I won the lottery? There's a lot of whole ifs, okay?
What if I had a full head of hair?
Right. Now, Wickstrom for 2. I wasn't going to say it.
That's okay. It's easy to take care of.
So the 2 minutes in, finally got a bucket from one of the teams, and that was Wickstrom with the Bombers. Theory can't get that to fall. Down with it is Charbonneau.
I think the basket that doesn't like the ball to drop through switch sides.
That could be. Wickstrom can't get it to fall.
I think Dan got just enough of that.
And Wickstrom tried to, Wickstrom tried to knock that out of bounds off the Rails player, but Omen right there to pick it up. Nyland. Kicked there by Ferguson. And Theory inbounds and Sinnott on the floor, now pushes out and can't get that to fall, and now the ball will come down the other way.
That would have been a nice little left-hander jump hook.
Sorry, I was working. They were having an issue over at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center.
Nice moves. Oh!
Just couldn't get that to fall. And
West.
Theory going to get called for a foul as Wickstrom fighting. And that'll be his second, team's first here in the half. Foul-wise, Sinnott with 1, Omen 1, Grohowski with 1, Theory now with 2, Nyland with 1. On the other side of the board with the Bombers, Beckstrand with 2, Coughlin with 1, and Wickstrom with 2.
Really nobody in foul trouble. I mean, it's been a fairly clean played game.
Charbonneau with the points there for the Bombers.
Of course, you know, Ted, as soon as we say it's been a fairly clean played game, it's going to get chippy. I hope not, but, you know, that's usually what seems to happen when we start talking about fouls and free throws.
Well, we can hope for the best.
Sinnott with a long 3.
And can't get that to fall. Down with the board is Wickstrom.
Oh, boy.
All by himself is Ferguson. Omen, they're in time. So good defense there by Omen to get there in time. Wickstrom 3, can't get that to fall. And Theory's going to knock that out of bounds defensively as trying to come down with it was Ferguson. You hear that? If I pull that down, we can't hear it. It's because it's picking it up through that microphone. Oh, it's just brutal. I don't know about the folks at home about being able to hear that white noise, that hum here at the gym. Had a successful swim broadcast on Thursday last week. That was pretty cool. Night to Shine was amazing on Friday night.
That's what I hear. Nikki and Eric were able to make it up to that, and they left me at the shop.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Fans, if you don't know what a Night to Shine is, Night to Shine is it's through the Tim Tebow Foundation. It's a prom for special needs. Anybody 16 and older. Sinnott can't get that to fall, and down with it is the Bombers. Now a little bit of pressure. Here's Theory. And we had 200, what did we have? 220 honored guests and their companions.
That's
whether
awesome.
it was a family member, whoever, and they got to come in and eat, and everybody got crowned king and queen. They got to do mini golf, this, that, and the other thing, and actually have a catered dinner.
And there was a lot of cookies.
A lot of cookies. Proctor Pizza supplied the cookies, and I'm not going to say that I didn't take like a dozen or 2 home. I won't say that. But it was just
next time you come into the shop, I'll show you where my sister hides them because she made the mistake of showing me.
Nice. So just an amazing night. Fun had by all. And I tell you, folks, if you're looking for something cool to volunteer for, get a hold of me here at Rails TV, and I will get you hooked up as I am on the committee. It is a heck of an event, and it is life-changing.
It's a great event. It's one of those. Woo! Who's that on? Josh?
No, it's going to go on Charbonneau. That'll be his first, team's first.
Checking in for Proctor, number 33, James Hero.
Coach from Barnum not excited about that call. I thought it was going to go the way of the Senate.
I thought it was going to go on Senate too, and so did Coach Newman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We just had some fans in front of us tell us it was a bad call, and we don't necessarily disagree.
Right. So Piero for 3, can't get that to fall. Down with it is Beckstrand.
But we'll take it.
Well, of course. And Coughlin can't get that to fall. Wickstrom down with the board. Beckstrom can't get that to fall. That's going to go out of bounds either way. As Wickstrom tried to save that, did a nice job trying to save it.
Coach Newman's still asking questions about that fall.
So short change of points here as we started out 32-30 to start the half. 32-30 to start. I was just trying to see what Coach Lipinski was looking for there. 32-30, and now we are 34-32.
Not a high-scoring second half so far, Ted. It's kind of a yawner.
It's been a 4-point second half, and foul going to be called on Nyland. So Nyland will pick up his second, team's second, and Drew Grohowski getting ready to come back in for.
No, you mean
Kick Patowski. Notice how we said that at the same time. I knew it was coming.
Kick Patowski. And I apologize, to Drew. I can't pronounce his last name.
Grohowski?
Patowski, yeah.
Grohowski.
I like Kick Patowski better. I'm going to make him a T-shirt that says Kick Patowski.
All right.
Maybe we can get him a helmet.
We have an official's timeout here for
something because we weren't paying attention.
A question that we were not paying attention to. I thank Chad for that.
Usually on me.
Yeah, we already caught that. Oh, I think they were just verifying.
Oh.
I'm guessing Charbonneau couldn't get that to ball, and here come the Rails. St. Germain to Ullman. Ullman pushes far side to Piero, inside to Grohowski. Grohowski tries to back him down, can't get that to fall, goes against his own board. Pushes out to Piero. Piero for 3, can't get that to fall, and down with it is Wickstrom. No shot there by Wickstrom. Now that's down into the hands of Sinnott. St. Germain back to Sinnott. Ullman getting ready to check back in is Ferguson for the Bombers. That goes off the hands of Coughlin, but Sinnott hits for 2. So Sinnott has the Rails' first 2 points of the second half with almost a full 8 minutes gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
luckily, Barnum hasn't been scoring either.
Coach Newman made some good changes in the halftime. Piero going to be called for the foul as going up for the shot was Manahan. I'm not sure if I totally agree with that one, but again, easier to officiate from up here than down there. It looked like he got up and around with no contact made.
Looks like that's what James is explaining to Coach Lipinski.
And Manahan misses the first.
Ferguson in for Coughlin. And Thatcher Nelson in for Wickstrom.
So the only captain on the team, Lane Wickstrom, number 15, take a break. And Manahan not able to hit either free throw. That pass intended for Drew was just long and out of the hands. Couldn't get it to, so turnover goes to the Bombers. Quick, fast move, Ferguson for 2.
Ted, have you ever been to a game at Barnum?
I have.
When you're on the visiting bench, they put the band right next to you.
I have not been there for that, and I'm glad I was never there for that because that would not be great.
It was not fun. You know, I'm all for listening to a good trombone, but not when it's sitting right at the end of your bench, blowing at you.
Wah, wah. Sit it now, moves to his right, pushes it inside to Drew Growowski. Growowski looking for somewhere to go. There was nowhere to go with it, and now bodies all over the floor, going to go to bounds, going to stay green, as trying to get there was Manahan.
Proctor takes a full timeout.
Timeout taken by the Rails. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
Back here at the Rail Yard, Ted Kiva, Chad Bretta, 36-34. The Bombers lead the Rails, 9:58 left here, second half. It's been I don't want to say it's been a barn burner, but it's been the first half much faster points-wise.
Yep.
Second half been very, very slow inside the Senate for 2.
Second half, you know, judging it from a basketball fan's perspective, has been kind of a yawner. I mean, there's not been a whole lot of action.
Wickstrom inside. Ferguson. Pardon me, that's not Ferguson.
That's
Nelson.
That was a good defensive series there for the Rails.
Remember, fans will. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Coach Newman's upsetting him.
Remember, fans will be live on the air again tomorrow night when the Rebels from Moose Lake Willow River will come skating, if you will, at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center for the last home boys hockey game of the season. Actually, I think it's their last game of the season until playoffs. The Mirage will be in playoffs. Foul going to be called. That goes on Ferguson. That'll be his first, team second. Pirro for 3. Can't get that to fall. Been
Taylor
cold.
2 halves with him shooting 3s.
Yes, it has. That foul's going to go on to number 25. That's Thatcher Nelson.
Carter did a good job of drawing that too, dipping the shoulder, because the defender was still blind.
His first of 3 goal line for the Rails, number 2, Carter St. Germain.
So St. Germain to shoot 2, misses the first. Charbonneau into the game now for Nelson. Anyways, I was going to say the Mirage will have their playoff game, their section championship game on Thursday.
Nice.
At Cloquet. That's why I was thinking I didn't have a broadcast, because I was planning on going to that game.
No, sir, we have a broadcast.
We'll cancel. No, I'm just kidding. I'll set it up for you. Charbonneau for three. Can't get that to fall. The battle under the rim as St. Germain comes down with it. This is Nyland. Draws the baseline. And nice little play.
That was a nice play.
Rails starting to get a little oomph to what they've got going on.
Playing with a little more confidence here in the second half. The second half of the second half.
The second half of the second half. Coughlin can't get that to fall, and Dowling is going to be sent it. Wasn't sure if he was going to just let that go and get a reset, but here they come. Nyland comes back through, top of the paint. Now turns
move.
up off the glass, draws the foul, and go to the line and shoot two. I think that's going to go on Ferguson. Nope, I am wrong. That is going to go on Charbonneau. That'll be his second, team's third. Charbonneau will now the officials are getting together to talk about something again. Why just one?
I don't know. Free throws in the last 8 minutes here are going to be huge, Ted. Much like they are every game. That was a great play by Lane Wickstrom. Pump fake, got Sam up in the air and jumped into him. And the three-point play the old-fashioned way here, Ted. And he got it.
Sorry, I'm trying to check on the other students.
No, that's okay.
Who hit that?
Wickstrom.
For
he
two?
got a three-point play.
Two and a foul.
And
who was fouling? Nyland?
Nyland.
So that was Sam's third, team's fourth.
Now Coach Lipinski's unhappy. Okay, we got a new guy in, Ted. Big dude.
That is Brock Hurst.
That's a freshman?
That is a freshman. He is 6'5".
He is not a little boy.
Nyland puts it back.
Coughlin and Sinnott are getting pretty physical with each other on the defensive end.
Coughlin for three.
Bingo.
And he hits it. That's his first points of the game.
Really?
He runs like a freshman. I thought Dan was going to get called for a foul there.
Yeah, I did too.
So did Coach Lipinski.
I'm actually surprised they didn't call foul. But that's okay.
Absolutely, we'll take it.
Kick Butowski.
Drew Korowski on the board for the first time tonight with two. Travel. Not able to get that fall was Coughlin. Down with it is Nyland. Nyland looking for somewhere to go with it and gets it to St. Germain. Pushes it up to Grohowski. Grohowski into the paint, up off the glass, can't get it to fall, tries to get his own board, but down with it is Wickstrom. And now Beckstrand will bring it up the floor for the Bombers. This is Charbonneau. Charbonneau to Coughlin. Coughlin to Wickstrom. Beckstrand inside of the big man, Hurst. And Hurst on the board for two. I don't want to say this out loud, but why would they not have had him in feeding him like that all night?
He must have played a full JV. How was that not a foul, though?
Nyland tried. Both coaches getting very animated here in the last 6-7 minutes.
Yeah. Must be a tight game. By tight, I mean tied.
I feel you.
And I mean, as we're getting deeper into the second half, the game is getting more physical.
Both teams looking to take some chances here on trying to get some steals. Nyland for three. Long can't get it to fall. Down with the board is Charbonneau. And here come the Bombers. Now timeout taken by the Bombers. So let's just talk a little bit about what the Rails and the Bombers have coming up to finish off the season. For the Rails, 5 games left, 4 of 5 here at home. They'll have Hinckley Finlayson on the 17th, which is Friday. The following week, we'll have Aiken and Grand Rapids. The following week after that will be 2 Harbors. And then they're on the road to close out the season at Cloquet. Oof. For the Bombers, Bombers are on the road for the first 3, Moose Lake, Willow River, Hinckley Finlayson, and Southridge. And then they will finish up at home with Rush City and 2 Harbors. That's the 17th, the 21st, 23rd, 28th, and the 3rd.
They got a tough schedule to finish out too.
They do. It'll be interesting to kind of compare notes as we've seen this tight 44-44 game with the Hinckley Finlayson game that our boys will have on the 17th, that they'll have on the 21st.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how that, if there's a mirror image there.
Absolutely.
Again, we'll be back on air tomorrow night when the Rebels from Moose Lake, Willow River come calling at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Again, want to thank our students that were over doing our broadcast at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Spencer Maida and Nani Allen over there doing their thing. Thank you for doing that. Thank you to those two. The cool part is I'm here doing this with you and these 3, and I got 2 students running, doing their thing.
That's awesome.
It's a pretty cool deal.
That's why this is a great program.
Getting called for a carry on the dribble.
No, he got the ball back before he was in bounds.
Oh, I just saw him do this. That's a carry. That's a carry to me. I don't know.
I thought he gave him the line.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
How about this?
It's 50 feet away, Ted.
How about this? You're 50% right and I'm 50% right.
It was a turnover.
Yeah, there you go. That's 100% right.
Coach Newman is unhappy.
The problem I have with that is that it's not worth a stroke. It's high school basketball. No, don't try. I'll fight that one all day long.
Well, Ted, I used to chew a pack of gum a game.
Oh, I get you. Omen for 3.
Doink. That was just a short one.
He needed to leave a hand up a little longer.
Yep.
Underneath. That was too
I think we need
Hurst
to look at Ian here. Need to get some
a little pressure back and forth.
Yeah.
Drew Growhowski drives the paint, gets it up, and draws the foul.
You ready for it, Ted? Kick Butowski.
So that's going on Wickstrom, his 3rd, team's 5th. And Grahowski at the line to finish it up, and he does.
You know, there's 4 minutes and 10 seconds left, but that was a huge free throw to make right there. Backstrom to the corner to Charbonneau.
Charbonneau can't get that to fall, and down with it is the big man Hurst. Hurst going to battle back to go get it, but St. Germain had a hand on it, just lost it. Goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bombers. Wickstrom to put it in play. Nice, right underneath to Hurst for 2. So Barnum takes that lead again by a point as they've been flipping and flopping back and forth. Sinnott up the dribble now to Ullman. Nyland pushes right to St. Germain inside to Sinnott, and that's going to go off the hands of Sinnott and go the other way, and Wickstrom will
That was a good call. It looked like it went off Josh's hands up here. As the Proctor parent section wasn't happy with that call. Good hustle by Omen there. Unfortunately, Barnum got the ball back, but
he got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it.
Wickstrom down in the corner to Coughlin. Coughlin going to take a step inside. Hurst can't hang on to it. Gurkowski. Hurst going to get called for his first, team 6th.
Yeah, I could have won with a jump on that too. I mean,
I was thinking it was going to be a jump ball.
I could have won either way.
Brock Hurst going to be a beast.
Yeah, he is a.
Nyland drives, and that push going to get you every time though.
Yeah, especially with your forearm tight. Oh, he's got 5.
Well, he's only got left, and he's only got 2 used, so he might as well use them.
That's right.
But going to the line, shoot 1-on-1 is going to be Nyland. Nyland hits the first. And hits the second.
The ever-important free throw.
Ever-important free throws as we again have a 1-point swing. Wickstrom going to drive to his left. Now it gives off the paint. Beckstrand drives inside. Off the paint. Bush going to be called on St. Germain.
Yep.
That'll be his first, team's 5th.
He's had a very quiet game, but he's been involved in almost every play.
Yes,
you know
absolutely,
what I mean?
yep.
Very quiet game as far as us not talking about him a lot, passing and scoring, but he's been involved in everything.
He's done a good job on Charbonneau.
Yeah.
Wickstrom gives it off. Beckstrand jumps it. Can't get it to fall down in the hands of, it'll be into the hands of Grohowski, and it'll be a jump ball and go the other way. Grohowski, a junior, plays football as well. I believe he does track in the spring.
Yeah. That's right. I was at halftime talking to Coach Johnson.
Gotcha.
Looking for some
tidbits?
Well, no, some
nice move by Nyland through the hands and up on the board.
Some throwback stuff to hang in the pizza shop.
Gotcha. I should get you the original Rails TV poster when we were at the NFHS network.
Boy, the Barnum fans did not like that play without there being a call.
So, minute 40 left. Up off the glass. Nyland can't get it to fall. And that's going to go on Coughlin. You got to call that one.
Yeah, Josh was up in the air and he had his forearm and I'm moving him out. Them two have been battling on our end of the floor.
I really actually like this official here.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but I think he does a nice job.
Yeah. Curious as to why Coach Lipinski just made that substitution. Nothing against Linham.
I get you. Sinnott not able to get that to fall. Coughlin back off to Beckstrand. Beckstrand drives into the paint, dishes it outside. Ferguson gives to Wickstrom. So Barnum with their original starting 5 on the floor.
Oh, yep. Oh, I thought they called St. Germain for a little shove there.
No, they called him on the line as he tried to save it. So Linham back off the floor and Nyland back in. Must have just tried to get Nyland a quick breather.
That was a real quick breather. Here. Get, no.
Push going to be called on Coughlin.
Now we got to make our free throws though. Must
Nine
not
gonna
want.
take it.
Must not. Maybe they want.
It's probably a matchup thing on the free throws.
Yep.
And Ullman hits the first one. Ullman on the board for the first time tonight.
He's had a pretty quiet night too.
Points-wise.
Yeah, but there again, all over the floor.
And hits the second.
Those were huge right there.
Biggest lead of the second half for the Rails. And Manahan back into the game for the Bombers. Rails going to put a little bit of pressure, and that goes off the hands of Linneman and picked up by Sinnott. And fans wanted to travel, but no doing down to Ullman. Ullman drives down the baseline, going to draw the foul, and that's going to go on Beckstrand. That'll be his third, team's 10th. So Ullman to the line to shoot. And misses the first. I gotta tell you, it's one of the things I don't miss about being an official is the berating that the officials are taking here tonight. I feel for him.
Yeah.
Manahan gives to Coffin. Coffin to Charbonneau, who couldn't get it to fall. And now here come the Rails. And Ullman going to go to the line and shoot again as he's fouled by Beckstrand, I believe. That is correct. That'll be his fourth.
So Dane is 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, Dane is 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
3 of 4?
3 of 4.
3 of 4.
So 75% at this point.
Good math, Ted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And hits that one.
So that's 4 of 5.
That is 4 of 5.
What's that for percentage? There's
4 of 5.
4/5?
4/5. And it's that one. So timeout taken by Proctor. We're going to take a quick timeout too. We'll hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
So coming out of the timeout taken by the Rails ups 8 points here. Sorry, watching the play. Charbonneau can't get that to fall. Tipped by Sinnott. Now that's given to Ullman. Ullman's going to dribble and move, and he's going to be fouled and dragged down by Wickstrom. That'll be his fourth.
I don't think he meant to drag him down. I think he just meant to grab him.
No. I wasn't saying that maliciously. No, I get that.
It didn't even look malicious. I mean, if he would have wanted to
he
throw
just
him
went
down,
out to reach, yeah. Absolutely.
And Carter. See, I called him Carter. There, I got it in.
You did.
He just pulled away. Was pulling away.
St. Germain will go to the line and miss the first. Again, stay with us here. We will come back right after the end of the game. We'll hear from a sponsor or two. We'll come back with our players of the game. Player of the game for Barnum and our Proctor Pizza player of the game from the Proctor side. Thank you to Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop, Main Street Proctor, for their sponsorship of our team. Sinnott, Piero, and Theory back into the game. St. Germain, Linham, and Batowski will take a seat. You're so funny.
Kick Batowski. But he didn't get to play with Gunther tonight.
Still here?
Huh? Yeah, I think so.
15 left on the clock. Inside, this is Nyland to Sinnott. Sinnott can't get a default. Gets it on board, puts it back. Just wanted to pad those stats on rebounds.
Yeah.
That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be turnover against the Bombers.
Make the argument there, too.
Yeah. And that will be the game. Your final score, 58-48. Rails win with a 10-point win over the Bombers from Barnum High School. We're going to take a quick break. We'll hear from two of our sponsors. We'll come back right after this.
Renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows. They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
So back here at the rail yard, your final, the Rails 58, the Bombers 48. What a great game. Back and forth action.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to watch.
It was a lot of fun to watch. We caught ourselves not talking when we should have been talking and doing more watching. But it was a fun game to watch. It was a fun game to call. It comes down to free throws and rebounds and no turnovers. And, the Rails ended up being on the winning end of that tonight with making free throws and less turnovers in the second half.
Yeah, I think the turnovers in that first half is really what allowed Barnum to get back into it and really be there, because I think honestly you cut out some of those those turnovers and that three at half by theory isn't such a big deal.
No,
but positive side is getting that by theory, because I think that had to try to set a tone, which I was a little scared about coming into the second half here, as we started really, really slow.
Yes, we did. And typically that's what we see out of a Rails team. We have a slow start to start the game, or we come out in the second half and we're slow. It is what it is there. It was a well-rounded game tonight by everybody. Everybody contributed in different ways, and it was an exciting game for us to watch. We actually got to watch us make more free throws tonight than we missed.
Absolutely.
Which sometimes is not the case.
Right. Well, let's talk about our players of the game so we can get things taken care of here. First on the Barnum side, they had a couple players that, you could talk about Beckstrand, you could talk about Coughlin, who had a great game. Not a lot of whole points, but was just everywhere. It was one of those good court generals, if you will.
Yeah.
Charbonneau, super fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Super fun to watch. Kind of a quality young man right there, and only a junior, so we're going to see more of him. Wickstrom, again, also great player there. Didn't have a whole lot of points. The one I want to throw out there who saw, some good minutes in that last, call it 8-9 minutes, was Brock Hurst. As a big man, big body, really playing the block well offensively and, holding that lower paint really well defensively.
Yeah, he gave them some solid minutes there, a good solid run in the second half when Coach Newman needed him in there to do it. And that kid's going to be fun to watch over the next 4 years, 3 years.
1 year. 3 years. No, that's right. He's a freshman. That's right. Over the next 3 years, and he'll be fun. He starts putting on a little bit more muscle. Not that I need to say that, because he already has enough.
Yeah.
But he starts coming into his own, and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, he's going to be a monster.
But I'm going to go on the Bomber side. I want to go Wickstrom.
I agree.
Wickstrom worked really hard. Finished the game 2 for 6, 8, 11 points, 12 points with that free throw. But he was really all over the floor. We always talk about it, your whole deal is, that Proctor Pizza player of the game or our player of the game on the other side. It's not always about what's on the scoreboard by that player, but that well-rounded all-around game. How did they what kind of a teammate were they?
Yeah.
What kind of work did they put in? And I think Wickstrom did an amazing job for the Bombers tonight.
I do too, and that is a perfect transition for us into our Proctor Pizza player of the game. We didn't say his name a whole lot in the first half, but the contribution was there defensively.
But you're getting in front of what I got to say.
Okay, sorry.
So, and now we're going to go to our Proctor Pizza player of the game, brought to you by our in-game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop Main Street Proctor.
I always forget that part.
And I'll turn it over to you for our Proctor Pizza player of the game.
Our Proctor Pizza player of the game, we didn't talk about him a lot in the first half. He didn't score, but defensively, he was all over the floor. Offensively, he was doing all the right things to contribute and help his teammates. And in the second half, in my opinion, he sealed the game with the free throws he made at the end.
5 of 6.
Yeah. Well, it'd have been nice if he'd have been 6 of 6.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to give him some guff for that in a second. Dane Oman.
The big thing before we throw Dane in here on the mic, the one thing I do want to say, though, also, early in the game got that first foul. And we both looked at each other and went, uh-oh.
Yep.
Because it's not that you do that a lot, but you do that a lot where it's a frustration or a quick foul, and then somehow it just sets in, and now they start zoning on you, and you just tend to get a lot of fouls called. But anyways, I'll let you go with. You're gonna have to probably lean so you can hear what he's saying, so you can answer questions, and you'll do it like this.
I didn't want to have it like right in front of my face.
Well, why not?
What if I coughed?
Well, that'd be all right.
Well, Ted was doing it all game.
I was not coughing. I was clearing my throat.
Okay.
So different.
So, Dane, how – I'm trying to think how I'm going to
First off, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
It was I could have went with about 5 or 6 different guys tonight over different things. We didn't say Carter's name a whole lot either, but he was all over the floor too. First half, Josh played really well, and then it kind of tapered off a little bit. What kind of adjustments did Coach Lipinski make at halftime?
Well, the more we focused on was defensive adjustments, because offensively we were getting to the basket well. Of course we couldn't make all the shots we wanted to, but we were getting to the basket. We were getting the shots we wanted. It's just defensively we have to get back from the press and know who we have and just make sure we can find our man in transition. So that's just what we tried to focus on.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where you guys got burned deep.
Yeah.
Just I'm not gonna say lollygagging, but
well, there were a couple times.
You didn't get back down the floor fast enough, and then when that big dude from Barnum was in, I knew exactly what they were going to do.
Yeah.
And it's like he was he giddy up around the horn, and then he's standing there by himself, and you're all kind of standing there looking at him going, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But, thankfully they pulled him out.
Which I don't understand that, because he was working well down there. I would have left him in and let him do his thing. But
well, that's why we don't get paid to coach. We get not paid to announce.
This is true. This is 100% true.
So, Dane, what was it? Did you feel pressure, out of the 5 or 6, out of the 6 free throws that you had to shoot there at the end? What was your mindset there? What are you thinking, in a tight game like that?
Well, there's not really much to think about. I try to think about everything but the free throw, because then when you think about the free throw, that's when you miss the free throw. So
you were thinking about
on that one of them. When
you're thinking I'm going to be Proctor Pizza player of the game. And
yeah, exactly.
You doinked it.
Yeah, but and then it also helped because there wasn't much. At a home game, we have your own fans that are quiet for you to shoot a free throw. But at away games, there's always people chanting at you and screaming stuff. So just being able to have it be nice and quiet, and I can just focus on my free throws. It was good.
Ted and I learned about 4 years ago, we don't talk during free throws anymore because we got bad juju then.
We tend to have that go wrong, yes.
Yeah. But in the first half, going back to the last couple games that we've done on TV, this left basket here in the first half, you guys were actually getting balls to drop through it.
A lot.
Yeah. Did you guys have somebody come in and fix it? Because usually you guys.
Was there an exorcist?
Because usually you guys miss a whole lot of shots in the first half on that basket, and then the opposing team misses a whole lot of shots on that basket in the second half.
See, what I do is I go on the rim and I hang on it, and I make it really low. So when it goes in, it's easy for us to shoot and have it go in, and then at halftime I go up there and I punch it back up.
Is that the only way you can dunk? by hanging on the rim.
Some things are left best unspoken, you know what I'm saying?
You know, Dane, if you got a haircut, you probably jump higher.
If you got some hair, you could probably be slimmer.
Whoa, whoa,
man.
And with that,
well played, sir.
So
Josh Sinnott will be.
I was just thinking, Josh. Look, Josh had a lot of points tonight. We should get Josh up here. That was this is what I deal with daily in class. So you're.
Well, no, that's good. He dishes it right back. That's good.
Well, I'm gonna say. Any last words for Dane tonight?
Yeah, congratulations, Dane.
Thank you.
You still got to smile for a picture, though.
Yeah,
I got to smile for a couple pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Anything you want to say to the fans politely?
Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving me credit in class when I broadcast.
All right. Yeah, well, we like to do
that.
that.
Hey, Dane, did you know that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we are having a fundraiser for Rails TV?
I did know that.
You did? You need to tell your friends Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they need to come and buy baked pizzas so you guys get money towards your field trip.
Hey, and everyone at home, come buy some pizzas too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, on behalf of Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop and Chad here, congratulations, Dane, on being the Proctor Pizza Player of the Game for our Barnum game here. And, we'll see you another 4 times here in the next week and a half or so.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a great night. Go get those studies done and get your video done.
Alrighty.
All right. Give me that.
I'll be right down, Dane.
The Proctor Pizza Player of the Game for tonight's action. We want to thank Proctor Pizza for their continued support of our athletics and Rails TV here. You're getting your final 58-48, a 10-point swing when we didn't have many points flowing in that first 10 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, no, it was a very yawny first half of the second half, and then business picked up.
Absolutely. Well, the Bombers head out 14-7 on the season, and the Rails improved to 5-16. Again, we've got 5 left, and we'll be right back here on Friday with the
Thursday.
Rails. For boys basketball. We'll be back right here on Friday when Hinckley Finlayson will come into town. But before that, on behalf of myself, our students, our sponsors, and Chad Brenna, and our in-game sponsor, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop, I want to thank you for stopping by. We will be back on the air tomorrow night when Moose Lake Willow River will come knocking at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Until then, on behalf of everybody, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
We're at a crossroads. From time to time, a section of rail needs repair. But that doesn't mean the whole line needs replacement. The same way being proud of your history doesn't mean you're stuck in the past. No, we're not stuck. We hear the whistle blowing and we're inspired. Inspired by the legacy of the people who transformed this terrain into a rail yard that supplied America with the ore needed to win world wars. We're inspired by our unshakable identity, hanging tight like David facing down Goliaths, and we're moved by stories of our community's kindness. No matter who needs help, neighbors pitch in and get the job done. Hushed and humbled are more at play than pontification, but don't for 1 second think that means Proctor is a simple small town. It was built as a company town, and it continues down the tracks of time. And this rail revival is our destination.